Fam, like I say, if it resonates, don't forget to follow, comment, like, and if it doesn't, I'll catch you on the next one. Tonight we're going to just do whatever comes out. Spirit guides and angels. Ooh, that was quick. I have a person who is basically Page of Cups, the Hermit. They just popped out. That gives me a person who really wants to work on their emotional maturity. The Page of Cups is someone who's really excited and wants to learn, how to love, wants to learn how to be more emotional, comes in very, very excited about learning. The Hermit is someone who closes themselves off for a new perspective. But the Page of Cups is very immature. They're like a child. This could even be someone you're dealing with that might be even a little younger than you. If they're not younger than you, they just don't have the same emotional maturity as you do. And they're trying to get, they've closed themselves off. They might have even closed themselves off of you. Their feelings for you is the Emperor. They look at you as someone who is the opposite of them. You're stable, you're a leader, you're strong, you're grounded. You do have emotional maturity. You know what you want, you know what you deserve, and you are an overseer. You are a person who is the protector. And this person may feel like maybe they just don't measure up. Give me more, Spirit. Okay, so I got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So they feel like right now they're trying to understand you because they feel like you're trying to release this. You see this as a burdensome situation that you no longer want to embrace. You want to move forward from it. You're in your Emperor energy. It's kind of like my way, no highway option. You're very strong in your feelings right now about things. You might come off a little bit as cold. It's not necessarily that you're cold. You've just made up your mind. And you're very clear about what your expectation is in a relationship. And that's very intimidating for a person like this. But they feel like you are moving into a direction where you're saying, okay, enough is enough. I don't want to take this burden on anymore. All right. The Moon. So this person is confused. They're not really sure about how you feel about them or the connection. They might be creating some illusions about things. They might not really be seeing things very clearly. The Moon, it's hard to see things because it's not in the light of the sun. But truthfully right now, they see you as someone that's very kind of hidden in your emotions. You're not really expressing yourself, which is aligned with the Emperor. The Emperor is not very outwardly emotional. Tell me more. The Three of Wands. I think this person realized that you might be moving on. You might be deciding, what, I think I deserve better. I've worked really, really hard to, do the healing work that I need to do to be in the energy that I am in right now, where I understand my value, my worth, what I deserve. I'm grounded, I'm stable, and I know that what I have been working towards is going to reap the benefits of something much better than the current situation. So this person really looks like looks at you as if you're looking out to the future for, I guess you could say the fruits of your labor, so to speak. You're waiting for your ships to come in. And that doesn't necessarily include this person. Yeah, I think that this person is realizing, that for them to be able to get something with you, they're going to have to come at you with something more than just the Page of Cups energy. They've got to match your energy. And they want to. And that is their intention. Their intention is to give you fairness, give you equity. And they look at you as legacy. They look at your value and your worth. They see you as being part of their bigger plan. So they're working on themselves, which is really aligned with the Hermit, which is a good energy to be in for your person right now. They're getting a perspective. So if your person is apart from you, it's a good thing. It means that they're really understanding that they've got to step it up from this Page of Cups if they want to measure up to give you what you deserve, which is justice, which is this Ten of Pentacles. which is what they want with you. They look at you as being a part of their bigger plan of life. They don't look at you as a fly-by-night relationship. They want to have it all with you. They want to give you the balance that you deserve. The fact that they are feeling that way tells me that they realize that they came at you with immaturity, with the way they behave towards you, immaturity and how they valued the connection and the relationship. And frankly, if you want to be real about it, you know, some of y'all, I hate to say it like this, some of y'all went beneath y'all yourselves. And that's not to diminish your person, but we're not all at the same level of energy and maturity as it pertains to our lives and love. And some of y'all went below what you know you deserve. And I'm just saying, you know, I'm just keep it above, you know, keep it a buck with y'all. Some of y'all went, you know, lower than what you should. And, you know, maybe you should take a look at yourself and say, okay, you know, I knew what I was going to expect with this person. I knew they weren't mature enough to really deal with a person like me, and I entertained it anyway. Don't feel too bad about yourself, but just understand that, you know, sometimes that's the way that it happens. This person, when I asked Spirit, you know, what actions are they going to take? I really don't see this person being someone who's going to be able to stick around. You know, they're going to come in hot. This is a person, again, who I feel like is there for a good time, but not for a long time. And the reason why is because they need a lot of healing work to measure up and align themselves with you. One thing I learned from another content creator who is also a spiritual reader, his name is Rich Lop. He has a YouTube channel, and I learned this years ago from him. If you guys are doing the healing work and you raise your vibration, your person and you are no longer going to be aligned. It won't work. And this person right now, for them to really be able to match you and match your energy, they got a lot of healing they really need to do. But they're going to come towards you. They're going to come towards you with that kind of iffy, kind of in and out energy. I have a suspicion that's what y'all have been dealing with this person. This isn't the first time they've been in and out. So they're going to still keep that energy going because they really haven't done the healing work that they really need to do. And, you know, hopefully with the Hermit, they'll get to that point, because the Hermit is a great place to start to get into that healing journey. The thing about the Hermit is they pull their energy away to get the perspective and the inner reflection, but the inner reflection can be very tough. Most people, they don't survive that, and they just go back to their old habits. So hopefully your person will be able to actually make a change. But right now it's telling me more than likely they're going to come at you with the same energy they always came at you with. What do they want from the collective? The Hangman. See, they want you guys to change your perspective. This is just like the reading I did 2 days ago. They want you guys to change your perspective and see it from their point of view, and just kind of rush into them and just accept them as they are, without the healing. And you know, they have this kind of vision of grandeur about it, which aligns with their Page of Cups energy, because they're very immature and idealistic. You know, the Page of Cups thinks pigs will fly. So they have this very idealistic idea of you and being together, but they want you to forgo your healing. And they basically see, this is you here. You're moving forward. You're growing. You're healing. You're doing the me work. You're doing the self-reflection, the self-accountability, and you're elevating yourself spiritually. They want you to come back down and meet them where they are. And you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Okay? We're not doing that. No longer are we going to do that for people. People are responsible for their own healing. Okay? We're working on ourselves. People got to start stepping their game up and working on themselves. All right. That's just what I feel. That's what I feel. Okay? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just asked, advice from the universe. Yes, this is a very strong connection, you guys. This was meant to be. You guys were fated to meet each other. But do you want to go back on that wheel with them and have them put you back into the Eight of Swords energy, where you're doubting yourself, you don't know what's going on, you don't trust yourself, you don't trust your gut anymore, you've done all that work, and now you're going to take a step back? You know, keep working on your healing. That's the goal, okay? We're going to keep healing. And that's how we bring these people who have interacted with us and, you know, they've upended our lives. And, you know, some of them have hurt us very badly and they've, you know, they're hurting us, has put us on our healing journey. That's how we're going to bring them on their healing journey. As we stay our course, we don't look, you know, back. We don't fall back for them. We don't, you know, dim our light for them. We encourage and inspire them to bring and elevate their energy up towards us. And that's the way it should be. All right, y'all. That is the message for today. Sorry I missed y'all yesterday. I had to do a little self-care for myself. I always encourage y'all to do that as well. I hope this resonated, but if it didn't, as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.